John, Florida's governor is warning everybody to be ready no matter which way the storm track takes this one.
The National Hurricane Center expects that Faye will strengthen today and could reach a Category 1 hurricane in the next 24 hours or so. The tornado threat will increase today in the Keys and South Florida. Tornado watches will be issued likely.
Well, Marianne Silver is live for us in Key West right now. Marianne, what's happening there?
Well, John, we're experiencing one of those outer rain bands that you just heard Janice Dean talking about. They've been happening off and on, some at times very heavy rain. And we talked about that flooding. That's one of the main concerns of emergency management officials in Florida, as you heard. They're worried about this rain coming down and people taking chances, not realizing that there may be water over the road that could put them in danger. A foot to a foot and a half of water can push an SUV right off the road. So they really want people to be careful and not taking chances. And they also want people to take cover, which is why they put that mandatory evacuation order in effect yesterday for visitors here in Key West. They were hoping that people would go ahead and leave yesterday, but there are still a lot of people right around where we are that have just come out to check things out, because we actually watched this band come in. We watched the ominous clouds as they moved this direction, and then boom, we got hit. And this is just the beginning. I mean, we are expecting strong winds later today, later on into tonight. We're going to be out here the entire time bringing it to you, John.
What about surfers? Anybody out there, taking advantage of the waves and all that?
So far, no. So far, there are no surfers out here. We have seen a lot of people, though, walking around. That's the main thing, is emergency management officials are urging everyone, not to take this lightly. And so far, a lot of the locals say they're not taking it lightly, that they are boarding up, that they are making sure that they've taken the necessary precautions, because you mentioned those tornadoes. That's another big fear.
Your name and your location. Don't forget to give a brief description of exactly what we're looking at, but remember to always be safe. Let's get to the latest news out of Pakistan. President Bush is saying the United States will continue to back.
The head of state is the Prime Minister, Yusuf Gilani, so we're not going to see any kind of power vacuum. But what we will see is, in this ruling coalition, there are two parties involved. So you're going to see a bit of power brokering between the two to see who will actually get the presidency. Then once they have nominations from both sides, there'll be an election within the parliament who the next president will be. But the thing to really emphasize is that, unlike the United States, the president isn't the head of state, so there's really no power vacuum going on right now. So we're not going to experience that. As far as it being an ally to the U.S. in the war on terror, we're not going to see probably, again, a dramatic change with that, because this current government has been in power for the last several months. And although there's been criticism from the U.S. Both military and administration about how they're handling things in the Western celebrations going on, but here on the streets of Islamabad, there we go.
Exactly what's happening with the troops. One of the chief of the staff here in Montreal was briefing today. He was pressed about the time frame for the withdrawal, and his response was, John, I can tell you when New Year will be, but I can't tell you when the troops will be out. But I can tell you one thing, he said, they won't go out as quickly as they came in, John.
What's the mood on the ground there?
On the ground, I understand it's quite tense. Every day, John, we hear new stories of atrocities. One thing is that we don't know exactly what went on in Bali during the fierce fighting, and I think people are looking forward to finding out exactly how many died and what exactly happened. But we're hearing today that reports that South Ossetians are harassing ethnic Georgians who also lived in that enclave, destroying their homes, forcing them to do labor on the streets. These are reports from people who are on the ground there. You can't verify them with any certainty, but I think that there's a lot of fear, a lot of uncertainty. We did hear something from President Saakashvili today that was somewhat conciliatory, in that he said, once the troops come out, we really need to talk about working on Georgia-Russia relations so that we're not estranged forever. But it's hard to imagine, John, at this point, how those discussions are going to go. And we know that there's going to be a NATO meeting tomorrow in which members are talking about how they plan to punish Russia for its aggression in Georgia. John?
Amy Kellogg reporting live from Moscow. Amy, thanks.
Well, did you hear about what happened in the Grand Canyon over the weekend? There's this massive flood washed out a gorge there, leaving tourists and residents trapped. Take a look at these pictures. We're just getting some still photographs in of these amazing chopper rescues. We'll show you more straight ahead.
What do you call gorgeous, glossy color and splash? We call it Perfect 10 from Nice and Easy. High gloss color, flawless gray coverage in 10 brilliant minutes. Perfect 10, the color that changes everything. See how at perfectcolor10.com.
And 10 plus 10 is 15.
Want to feel really smart? Call today about our back-to-school special.
Call 1-800-STEAMER. Scan the steamer, gets carpet cleaner.
I was behind on my taxes. I owed a lot of money. The IRS put a levy on my paycheck, and they took the last $40 from my checking account. I tried to make payments, but everything I paid went to interest and penalties.
She was in real trouble. The IRS contacted her employer, her bank, and they were even going to file a federal tax lien on her. She needed help, fast. That's why we meet with our clients, face to face, trying to put their tax problems behind them right away. J.K. Harris is their tax team.
Over the past decade, more than 200,000 taxpayers have hired J.K. Harris, the nation's largest tax representation firm. Good people just like her, who don't know where else to turn. So if the IRS is threatening to attach your wages, your pension, your Social Security check, call J.K. Harris for a free meeting with a member of the J.K. Harris tax team.
Thank you, J.K. Harris.
Let J.K. Harris help you. Call 1-800-903-2015 now.
Let me tell you about a very important phone call I made. When I got my Medicare card, I realized I needed an AARP Medicare Supplement insurance card too.
One simple call gave me the chance to talk with a personal health insurance advisor
Who answered all my questions about Medicare Supplement plans.
If you're already on or eligible for Medicare, call now to find out how an AARP Medicare Supplement Insurance Plan, insured by United Healthcare Insurance Company, helps you pay some of the 20% of your medical expenses not covered by Medicare Part B. That can save you thousands of dollars. These are the only Medicare Supplement Insurance Plans exclusively endorsed by AARP, a name you trust. When you call now, we'll send you this free information kit, plus this free guide to understanding Medicare.
I can keep my own doctor and choose my own hospital.
And I don't need a referral to see a specialist.
Call 1-800-293-2965. Now, a personal health insurance advisor is waiting.
A Fox News Channel investigation. The presidential candidates each have unanswered questions from their past. Now, Fox News examines the deals they made, actions they took, the trail they left behind, revealing what you don't know and how these issues might affect America's future. It's an exclusive look into the hidden lives of the real candidates, their personal and professional character and conduct. A two-night Fox News Channel special event.